It's gonna look nice when I get this set up at the office here, so we can change up the. We're doing everything at your place right now.
Yeah.
And we don't know anything about podcasting. Obviously, nobody watches us. But it'd be nice to change up a little bit of the layout.
Different
You can dress up.
scenery.
I got a desk now that is like transforms. So it transforms out and then you can close it back in.
Oh, there we go.
Turns into a hutch.
Oh, nice.
Is it a hutch?
Would that be your like in trouble sleeping place?
I sleep in the car.
The dog house.
Yeah. I love sleeping in my car. I sleep in the car. It's great. Especially hey, like and subscribe if you like sleeping in the car. Let us know in the comments. You got Dumb Fans, Harp, Amro. We're back. Another video here. Gonna try and get you guys content as much as possible. Sweet content. We're gonna do a live score here right now. What's going on? Of the Carolina and Montreal game. We're at what, game 4 in this one, Harp?
Game 4. So Carolina took the last game.
Okay, look at this. Nice.
So it just started, period 1.
Yeah.
But 5-0 shots, Carolina.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, the series right now is 2-1 Carolina.
2-1
and
Carolina.
Pretty much they've figured out how to have a team not make any shots. Me and Harpreet have been doing some bets on shots in the worst playoff run in the history of playoffs. The Stars don't want to shoot the puck. You know, in hockey, I might be an idiot, right? I'm a dumb fan. But correct me if I'm wrong, Harp. If you're a hockey player and you want to score a goal, you have to shoot the puck.
You need to shoot the puck,
Yeah.
especially the main guys. You got to be shooting the puck. Oh, 2 shots for Svechnikov.
Look at that. The Carolina knows how to shoot. So what's going on then? Why is this happening to Montreal? They come out, score 6 goals in game 1, and now they're down 2-1. How does this happen?
Well, Carolina, like we said, that first game, Slavin had probably his worst game as a Carolina Hurricane in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And he's a difference maker. This guy is such an underrated defenseman. And he's showing it now. Like after that one game, game 2 and 3, Canadians are barely getting any shots. This guy's such a great defensive defenseman. He doesn't play the power play at all, not even the first or the second power play. He's just there as a defensive defenseman, and he does his job the best that in the league right now.
Tip to tail, from what I've seen, Carolina has 4 lines that could beat you in their end and in your end.
Yes.
As where Montreal right now looks like they're 2.5 lines deep. 3 lines maybe, if you're being favorable. The 4th line doesn't play very much. And the snipers, the Stars there are young and looking timid right now. It helps when your opposition doesn't shoot the puck at all, because you can win a game.
But they can't shoot. If you see Carolina's forechecking, they're on you. You get the puck, they're right on you. The Canadians have to make quicker passes, get past that first forechecking core, the 2, and then maybe break out and do something.
It looks like to me that they're always ahead of the puck. It's incredible.
Yeah.
The positioning on this team is ridiculous, but this is a 5-year project. You know, Britton Moore is the kind of guy who has players buy in. If you don't buy in, then you're out. You leave the organization. They'll trade you, right? Nate Chist was one of the guys who they shipped out because, you know, he couldn't perform under the system, and they brought in Rantanen, who clearly didn't want to be there.
Nate just couldn't perform. Rantanen didn't want to perform.
He did one of these. He walked in, looked at the room, and walked right out. I bet you he would love to be playing for Carolina right now, considering how that worked out. But, you know, this is the case, right? Carolina is one of those teams that just is very comfortable with the way they play. They don't care. They don't apologize for it. And look, most players today, I feel like, aren't hard-nosed enough. They don't buy in. This is a throwback. The Vegas is another one, too. That's just, if you want to win championships, then you're going to have to do the things you don't want to do. Block shots. Win the games along the boards. The games are always along the boards. Montreal can't get in. They can't get in front of the net. And then when they do get the shot off, Freddie Anderson, who I have hated for years now.
Put down a lot.
A lot. I'm happy to do it. I was happy to do it as a dumb fan. Healthy, productive, and it looks like a Vezina winning goalie right now. But Conn Smythe for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's carrying that team. But like you said, you put 15 shots at Freddie Anderson.
Probably gonna stop him.
Any NHL goalie should be able to stop 15 shots.
Well, and they're still able to score 2 goals. You know, the issue though is when you get to the third period and there's like 5 shots, and then
Yeah.
you get to the overtime. They look absent, invisible.
But I think Montreal's been doing this throughout the whole playoffs, right? Even last series, they didn't get many shots on. Who did they play last series?
They played Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo.
7 games.
Even
They
with
went
Buffalo,
Tampa Bay, first round, 7 games.
yeah, and they didn't have that many shots with them either. They were just capitalizing on their chances, and right now they're not. And this game, as much as like it was a shock to see what the shots were right at the first 6 minutes of this game, I think this game is more important or more stressful for Carolina, or they're probably the more nervous team because they've never won. They've never been past the Eastern Conference champion, and this is it. Like they need this game.
Oh, well, they need this run, right? Because there's no Florida, so there was no big bad that they had to face off against. I think Boston had their time as well out of the East. Tampa Bay certainly had their time. So there's always a big bad to deal with. And, we've said this about Carolina. They just never had, there was always a step behind because they wouldn't spend any money.
Yeah.
They've tried to do it with Gensel and Rantney. That didn't work out. They dropped the ball on Gensel. I think they could have kept Gensel. But I think in this particular case, this is this is kind of a weaker team. If you look at what Montreal has been able to do, they're playing with house money. Young stars play on adrenaline and exuberance. They're in the Eastern Conference final, not really by accident, but because, things have just sort of come together for them. You're getting elite goaltending from Dobish. Everything's clicked for them. So if they're out of gas, it's understandable because realistically, they probably could, a team that with a little bit more seasoning probably could have put Buffalo away in 5 or even 6. That went 7. Tampa Bay was a veteran-laden team that's won. It's going to go 7. This was your breakout moment for Montreal. This is a young core. So they're playing with house money. Carolina needs to win this. This is 5 years now where they've gone in, went back-to-back in the Eastern Conference final. This is a team that they could dust off, theoretically, because they have the seasoning, they have the players to do it, they have the system coaching. This should be their time.
And they have the rest. And I think like that first game where Montreal did win, maybe it was a little bit of rust that they were just kind of dusting off. But now they're rested. They're ready to go. They're playing great. They're shutting down Montreal. It's not looking good for Montreal. They really got to step up.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about the speed of Montreal. Carolina's a fast team, and they prioritize positioning over anything else, and they'll sacrifice entertainment. It's the most boring hockey you're ever going to see.
But they play like a team.
They play like a team. And if you're a dumb, degenerate gambler like us, I don't care about any of this. I only care about when I make a bet and I want to see a star, how in the hell are you Demidov and you can't put together 3 shots in a game? How are you Caulfield? Yeah, you can't put 3 shots. 3 shots? You should be able to do that in your sleep. You're elite, okay? 3 shots is all I'm asking for. Well, God forbid. Hey, well, let's see how many shots. What's going on right now in terms of I'll do a refresh here. Let's see. This is live, by the way. This game's going on while we're seeing this here. So let's go through the Canadian lineup. 0, 0, 0, 0.
Did I have a shot?
Did they have any shots? Let's look at any shots. Producer Stevens, while looking at the highlights, 0 shots from Montreal. This is unacceptable, okay? This is unacceptable if you're trying to be a contending team in the NHL.
This is halfway through the first period.
How are you supposed to win a Stanley Cup if you don't want to shoot the puck? Get off the ice.
You're down 2-1 halfway through the first. You're the team that should be pressing the other team, and you got 0 shots?
How dare you? 1 shot, finally a shot from Montreal. We'll see who got that shot in. How dare you, as an organization, as a professional hockey team? I'm a stupid idiot fan. I'm cheering for you. I'm putting money behind you guys. Do me a favor, okay? Do me a favor. It's a $5 bet. I win $100.
I'm sure St. Louis on the bench. Hey, Admiral put $100.
Yeah.
$5. He put $5 on us. We need more shots, boys.
You don't need the money, okay? You're multimillionaires. That 3 shots does something for me. I feel good about myself. Okay, I feel like a champion. When I get in my car, drive up, I made $25 today off a nothing bet. Okay, do me a favor. Anyway, play like you actually mean it. Colorado, another thing too, is this is an opportunity you're on home ice. Do your fans proud. They're waiting forever for this team to come together. You've been in a rebuild.
Yeah.
Put an effort together that scares Carolina. You might not win, but at the very least, look like you give a damn.
Yeah, I think Carolina. This is their series, but Yeah, Montreal's got to step it up if they want to.
Where's that shot, Steve? I don't see the shot.
The New Hook had it. I saw it up there, and then they took it away. I don't know.
Oh man! So look, if this goes the way it's looking, Carolina, Vegas, you excited about that?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
I want a Canadian team in the finals, especially Montreal. Bring home the cup to Canada. I want to see that. So I really hope Canadians this last like half of this first period and second and third period they step up and they win this game.
Who are you looking at in terms of the Montreal Canadiens? If you're a team like that right now, and again, this is house money. New Hook got that shot. Who are you looking at as the guys to carry the mail here?
I think it's got to be the top guys. It's got to be Suzuki, Caulfield. I think they got to get Gallagher back in the lineup. Put some.
No idea why he's not playing.
Well, I mean, they have such a great young core, but yeah, like put him in, inject some energy in there. Maybe that's what they need right now because obviously this lineup's not doing it.
Yeah. Now there could be something to be said that they're tired, right? You go back-to-back 7-game series. I think that Buffalo's 7-game series was unnecessary. I felt like they could have polished them off. With a little bit more experience, that team could have. You know, I think back to teams in the past who have gone on deep runs. You have a 7-game series that is almost annoying.
Yeah.
To win it in 7 games, I think of that year Vancouver went in 2011, right? They played Chicago. They couldn't beat Chicago for the longest time. They had Chicago beat at certain stages of that series, and Chicago kept coming back and pushing it to 7 games. The stupid Jonathan Taves scores to tie the game in Game 7. Unnecessary. They could have finished that team off at 5 or 6. Might have made a different situation. Probably could have had a healthy Hanhus, healthy Kessler. I'm not going to relive that. Awful memory for us. But you know, there's always that time where a team who knows how to win finishes a team. A team can be pushing you to 5, 6, 7 games. If you're an experienced team, you can size them up.
I think this is where Montreal's downfall is going to be because they're still a young core, young team. Carolina with all the experience, all the rest, it's going to be very, very tough task for them to win. Well,
it would be amazing though. It'd be amazing to see a young team come out of nowhere. You know, again, this team reminds me so much of Chicago when it was Kane and Taves. They had that full roster of players, not as good as goaltending, but you know, they were the upstarts, and they beat Vancouver the first year.
Yeah.
Put up 7 goals on Luongo out of nowhere. Awful series. Well,
it wasn't Luongo's fault. It was a team effort. But anyways,
as a team, they sucked. As a team, they sucked. Okay, and we had Matt Sundin in that lineup, right? Yeah. So interestingly enough, but like when you have a young team come out of nowhere and like go deep, they've done something here that's pretty amazing. What would be even more incredible is they beat a veteran team like the Hurricanes and punch your ticket to go face off against Vegas. That would be entertaining. But you got to dig deep. You know, you're going to have to do the things you don't want to do. You have to try and get on the inside of Carolina. That's the problem. I'm not seeing enough where players get on the inside the circles here to try and like get real quality chances and then secondary chances on the rebounds.
Well, those are the guys like the Evans and even New Hook, guys like that. They got to get in front of the net. They got to make it hard for Anderson. First of all, they got to get a shot on Anderson. But
I look at a guy like New Hook. I think you got full marks on New Hook. You got full value for him on this run.
Oh yeah, New Hook.
He basically won you the series against Buffalo.
Both series he ended it, didn't he? With the Tampa Bay and with Buffalo.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Game 7.
Yeah. So you got full value. You know, but again, that's why it's the hardest championship to win. You have to do it again and again. And you got to get shots on. And you got to help your buddy Amaro. He makes his $5 bets because he's not going to stop. So what do you think? What do you think today? 0-0 right now. Who's winning?
0-0, 9:54 left. The shots are, what do they have? 1 shot?
-5 and -1.
They have 1 shot. I think Montreal comes back and wins this game.
Okay.
And not that they're losing right now, but they win 1 at home. Yeah, Montreal. 2-2 going back to Carolina.
2-2 going to Carolina. I think they win as well. 2-2. Okay, so we'll cut it there. Now we're going to do a pickup where Montreal lost the game. Okay. Oh, what a horrible loss. They busted 5 shots the whole game. I don't know, for those who are just checking in here, Montreal lost game 4 here. Carolina's up 3-1 in the series. couldn't muster any shots here. The game went to overtime. 0-0 all the way through. We didn't hit our bets at all. Boring hockey. Boring. What were your thoughts on that, Harp?
That's a Carolina hockey. This is what we expected.
Yeah. So screw you, Carolina. Okay. Screw you, Brendan Moore. Bring back some entertaining hockey. Okay. Now stop this nonsense with this two-way game. So we'll just do that as well. So we'll do that now because everything's gonna be live and we're gonna be posting this tonight. So who knows what's gonna happen? So we have that in the can just in case. But podcasting is hard, folks. So we're trying to do this to you in real time. But let us know your thoughts. Like and subscribe. Put some comments below. You guys are watching some of this stuff, which is great. More of you should be. And commenting would be great too. But let us know
comment. Tell us who you think is going to win this game or even the series or the Stanley Cup.
Yeah. We'll take it all. But that's it. Amro, Harp, Dumb Fans.